Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more EU4 as Norway. So we're getting pretty close to having enough diplomatic power to pick up that next idea group. Bump up our Grand Navy force limits by plus 50%. That'll be fantastic. The other thing we could do is we could build some more temples, which are pretty much always a good investment. 2 more temples would give us 1 more naval force limit, taking us to 17, but I don't believe the rounding would really work out in our favor and actually get us an extra force limit once we take the next idea. So I don't know. We might stick with our current number of temples for the moment. Meanwhile, our potential ally Novgorod and the Livonian Order are getting smashed, as is the Teutonic Order. Nobody is going to be any use to us whatsoever. Denmark still has the same rivals or enemies as they've always had. Scotland, Novgorod, and the Hansa. And then Scotland, still hostile towards us because of their stupid claim on this land here. Why don't you go to war with England? Maybe we could become their friends by... interesting. Maybe we could become Scotland's friends by rivaling their enemies. They've rivaled England. Enemies are countries that view this country as a rival. Okay, so they've rivaled Brittany, Denmark, England. We can't rival with Denmark because, unfortunately, we are, minor nation compared to them. We could rival Brittany. For 10 Diplo points, I'm willing to try it. I mean, why not, right? Scotland, we are totally friends. We're going to be friends. Do you understand me? Good. Anyway, so Novgorod has accepted peace from their former enemies, Poland. So Novgorod has just surrendered to Poland. So that means that Poland has separate peace. That's kind of strange. Or no. That's not true. I'm sorry. Poland didn't separate peace. Poland's the war leader and they peaced out Novgorod because they're actually attacking the Teutonic Order. So Poland gains a little bit of prestige, but they lose some of the war score due to occupation that was happening in Novgorod. Although Novgorod is still being attacked by Muscovy, no surprise there. I'm assuming Muscovy is going to eat Novgorod. Hey, surprise! Look at that! Muscovy's militarist. It's shocking. Who would have thought that they would be that aggressive? We're gaining 4 gold a month, not bad. Only 5 Diplo points per month. We're kind of eating up quite a few of our military power by having that second commander, but he's so good! We really can't afford to not have him, you know? Poland has accepted peace from their former enemies, the Livonian Order. That's another person they've pieced out separately. Against this guy, they are taking 14 ducats and gaining some prestige. They will annul their treaties with the Teutonic Order and Muscovy. So Poland gains a little bit of inflation. Poland gains 6 more prestige. Poland's really profiting from this war here. But they don't really have a lot to support their prestige, so it's going to drift down pretty quick. I'm imagining that this whole war is about to end. Not much going on. We could build up another man. We're at our manpower cap, so it would make sense, I think, to try to get another. The question is, do we want to go with knights? Or do we want just more infantry? It costs 2.5 times as much. And our ratio is pretty solid. We could easily support a third. Let's get a third. Got to make good on our force limit, you know? Some dude changed his loyalty because we don't have enough papal influence. Doesn't really matter much. Could build another temple. We could also just build, having 1 armory wouldn't be a bad idea. The regiment cost down by 5%. If we trained all of our units slowly over out of one province, then it's effectively a 5% reduction in overall cost. So 1 armory in this province would probably be wise. Let's do it. Let's totally do it. 114 manpower. That's crazy. 114, my goodness. With that 114, that on its own increases our manpower cap by 11,000. 11,400, that's insane. Totally worth it. Yes, we're at low maintenance, we know that. There's a navy here that Mecklenburg owns that we can't afford to probably go kill. Or rather, I doubt they'll ever leave their harbor. It's too bad you don't gain any resources from blockading. You gain money from sieging. You get the looted province modifier. This thing here. No, that's harsh treatment. There is one, looted province. But anyway, You gain money. It doesn't have a pop-up or anything, and it's hard to actually measure, but you do gain income for looting provinces, but you don't gain anything for blockading, which is disappointing. So the war carries on. The Livonian Order is still pretty happy with me. They're still supporting my independence, right? No, they're not. Their neutral attitude towards me. Danish army strength. They're scared right now of Denmark. But it's coming back pretty quick. Norwegian army strength -1, trust -3. It's like they can't decide. Novgorod, on the other hand, threatened attitude towards Norway. They're threatened by me. That's shocking. Well, why don't you improve relations with me, you dummy? Not that you were ever supporting me in the first place, but... Hey, Scotland, are we friends yet? I'm totally hostile to your enemy. The Teutonic Order entered a military alliance with our enemy, Muscovy. So the Teutonic Order with Muscovy. That's interesting. They're not even the same religion, are they? No, they're Orthodox versus Catholic. Why are you guys being friends? Stop it. Alright, getting close though. Only a few more points. Improved blockade tactics. Our use of naval fighting instruction has allowed us to develop much improved blockade tactics, although our enemies will eventually counter them. For the moment, we are really able to turn the screw. Blockade efficiency is up by 20%. Yeah, let's go blockade somebody. I mean, again, if we actually got anything out of it, I might consider going and doing it, but it would be pretty strong against Denmark. How is Denmark doing on army anyway? Denmark has 9,940 troops. We have about that many. But then again, if we go to war with Denmark, we go to war with Poland and Muscovy, or not Muscovy, but Lithuania and Sweden. Sweden. We only has 5,600. We could totally do it. We could totally do it right now. Let's wait until we have the extra ships. Hopefully this war carries on for another year or two. Because we only need 5 more months to get our next idea. Could have done it 2 months earlier if I hadn't rivaled Brittany. Brittany's probably thinking like, what the hell? Why are you... What? They're probably never willing to stop being hostile towards me. Just because they really want my land. Have a claim. Sad times. It makes me very sad. Oh. Look at that. We can't... Denmark. No, Denmark is actually beating out Mainz. We were competing. We were able to keep up with Mainz. You know, we took turns, but... hey, we have found common ground with one of our neighbors in the fact that we share the same faith. Our relations have improved, and this can only be good for the future. Yeah, Scotland, be my friend, damn it. We're nice people. We need you to support our independence. It's important. Livonian Order, support me again. Do I need to improve relations with you again? I might. So right now our diplomats are working on the Papal State, which is our mission. We are getting close. Papal State is currently at +100, so it should end right now. Ta-da! Just like that. What a coincidence. Protect against Poland. Have an army equal or larger than Poland. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Hey, we can get our idea. So naval force limits and production efficiency +10%. So that production efficiency +10% is going to make us some more money. Yay! That's good. But more importantly, most importantly, our naval force limit is up to 24. So let's build more boats. More light ships. As many as we can muster. The Teutonic Order has accepted peace with their former enemies, Poland. The Teutonic Order will become a vassal of Poland. The Teutonic Order will pay 27 ducats. Interesting. So Poland now has this dude as a vassal. He's no longer going to be able to support our independence then. The Livonian Order's pretty beat up. Hopefully our navy, once our navy strength gets a little bit bigger, that'll probably flip them. Novgorod's not threatened by me anymore, but we still don't like them. They're not actually willing to support us. They've rivaled Denmark. That's good. What does it say? Not the same religion. Yeah, that's fine. They have to improve relations with me before they'd ever consider joining us. The Hansa is supporting our independence. Okay, so the Hansa. They have 14,000 troops, and they're right next to Denmark. Poland just got out of their war. They've got tons of prestige. Let's see if they actually lost any troops due to that war. Poland has no navy. That's good. Poland has 20,000 troops. Wow. That's kind of scary as hell. But we could blockade them and prevent them from getting to our territory. Sweden has only 6,000. I feel like this is like a golden opportunity, isn't it? Fortify, accumulate money. Build an earth rampart in Halogaland. Can we really afford to spend 50 gold right now on that? Oh god, maybe we should just take out loans, build up to our naval force limit, and just do it. We just have to do it, don't we? Situations where it makes sense to take out loans is when you're going to face an enemy that you have to face them at some point. I think we have to do it. Scotland's still just a dummy, and they're never gonna support us. Hostile towards Norway. Damn you. Scotland, would they even have anything reasonable? They only have 6,000 troops. And 11 boats. But they've got heavies. Alright, so we got the Hansa on our side. Let's, if we can get the Livonian Order to support us, then we're gonna attack. Alright, so this is the replacement. Okay, yeah. We can bring back the guy from Rome, the Papal State. Let's bring back the guy from the Hansa. Let's get the support of the Livonian Order. Although, do we really want the Livonian Order in this war? Just to get them beat up again? They just lost. Let's see, for some reason they don't have the word "the" in front of their name. They have 2 ships. And only 4,000 troops. I don't think we want the Livonian Order. So it's just going to be me and the Hansa versus Denmark. Let's check it out. They're allied with Poland and Riga. They rule over Holstein and Sweden, which will aid them. Poland is going to pull in Lithuania. So we kind of have to analyze Lithuania's army as well. Lithuania has 21,000 of their own troops. Oh man, is there any way we can get you to not join this war? Oh man, it's brutal. I'm gonna do it anyway. I just want to try. Worst case scenario, at the very least it resets our personal union timer so they can't try to annex us. And maybe we can win just by using Scorched Earth. Now, if we torch the ground, we can burn through Poland's manpower, possibly. Who knows? I don't know. I think we should do it. Let's do it. We're going to do it. We're going to take out a bunch of loans. We need more troops, though. How much over our force limit can we afford to go? And what's more important? More boats? Oh god, we can blow Denmark's fleet sky high. These ships are only 21% complete. Denmark's got 7 galleys there, 3 trade ships. Let's do this. We're going to position our ships in a spot where we can blow up half of his fleet. Holstein, Denmark, Denmark. There's the lights. These guys are in port, right? Yeah. We need to find his... Yes. There's the light ships. His light ships will now be in the southern Norwegian Sea. That's this one. On the 28th. We will be there on the 29th. So we'll just wait here. Alright. This is scary. But we're gonna do it! We're gonna do it! Defend the capital, Akershus. So we just have to defend this province, which unfortunately is plains. But, Maybe we should move our capital to make it easier to defend. That would cost 200 admin points, but we could move it to a mountain. Might make sense, actually, to move it back into the mountains. Why does this one give so much more manpower than this one? It's just got a really low base for some reason. Of course, having your capital on the coast gives you more naval force limit, so I'd probably make it this one, if anything. But the problem with moving our capital is that it changes our trade node. So we'd end up having this as our primary trade node. And this trade node, the North Sea, I don't believe it's possible to collect from trade. Or is it? Transfer trade power. Wait a second. Is it possible to just collect from that coastal thing? It's not going to take very long. So let's recall the route, recall the merchant. Alright, we're going to wait 15 days. We have to track this fleet down again, that's fine. I want to see if we can maybe just collect from North Sea. And then maybe the North Sea would just be a better trade zone for us to collect from. We have more trade power here. It's a much poorer node, though, than this one. Yeah, we can collect from trade here. I don't know why I thought that I couldn't. If we make this our capital, we would have tons of dominance here. Just swing our light ships over here. The problem is that then anything we expand into Denmark is going to be unproductive, since it'll be downstream from our trade node. But we could expand up into this node, into the White Sea. We could attack Novgorod, which is eventually going to be an enemy of ours. The Baltic Sea feeds into Lübeck. Yeah, I don't know. I just like the idea of having mountains as a defensive terrain. Let me know what your thoughts are. I mean, do you agree with me that it would be very effective, much more effective to have mountains? It'd be like when we played in Venice and we were just hanging out in Treviso and we were just like, come at us. We're hanging out in the mountains, go to hell. You can't kill us because we're in the mountains. Like, it'd be that good. Instead of just being in the plains where they just show up and smash us. Because if I try to retreat and hide my army in the mountains, then they're just going to siege my capital and then we get a ticking war score against us. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.